We are continuing from line 194 to 197. Hinc portum petit et socios partitur in omnes. From here, he seeks the port, or the harbor. And remember, we had a little discussion earlier about hinc, heek, and hook. Hinc is from here, heek is in here, or here, and hook is to here. So from here, from this place where he shot the deer, he seeks, or he heads for the harbor. Subject is Aeneas, and harbor is accusative. And he partitur, he divides, he makes into partes. He divides, and you gotta understand the deer here. Let's put in kervos. The kervos, he divides the deer, understood, in omnes socios, to all his comrades, or all his companions. Those go together. Vina bonus quae deinde cadis onerat acestes, litore trinacrio dederabuentibus heros, dividit et dictis maerentia pectora mulcet. The subject is still Aeneas, and the verb is dividit. He divides the vina, the wines, in the plural form here, the wines which, and now here's another one of these relative clauses in which the quae is, let's see, hold on, it goes a little farther than that, in which the quae is displaced a bit. This quae really in prose would go out to the beginning. Okay, so we go, he divides the wines which good acestes. Those go together, and he's a subject in this relative clause, even though Aeneas is the subject of the main sentence and the main verb dividit. In this clause, acestes is the subject. He, Aeneas, divides the wines which, and vina is the antecedent for quae, which good Achates had, and I'm saying had then loaded. This is a pluperfect. It happened farther back in the past than this word dividit, which, well, I don't know if that's, I think that's might be present, but this happened back in the past when they were on Sicily. Which good Achates had then, like back in the past, loaded in Cadiz with casks, or in casks. That's an ablative. Litore trinaccio. And where did he do it? He did it in litore trinaccio. Ablatives, the in is left out, on the Sicilian shore. And I understand it's called trinaccio because Sicily has 3 points, so the tri-pointed shore on the Sicilian shore. And he dederat, this is another pluperfect, he dederat, he had given, this is still subject as acestes, he had given this wine, which he had given, to the abeuntibus eros. Oh, sorry, eros, which the hero, acestes meaning, had given, which the hero had given to the abeuntibus, to those, and there's a dative, to those departing from Sicily. So since it's dative, you got to add in a to in English, which he had given to those departing. Okay, so let's do this one more time. The Aeneas subject of the main verb, dividit, Aeneas divides the wines which good Acestes, he was the king at Sicily that was really good to Aeneas and his men, which good Acestes had loaded in casks, like on their boats, meaning back then, on the Sicilian shore, and which the hero, meaning Acestes, had given to those departing Trojans. This is the Abeuntibus Troianis. And now we're back to Aeneas as the subject. And Aeneas mulcet, soothes their myrantia pectora, their sorrowful hearts, or literally chests, dictis. How does he soothe them? He soothes them with his words, dictis. And that signals that we're going to have a little speech by Aeneas coming up with his words. When we see that words coming up, then we know there's going to be some discourse. One more time. Aeneas divides the wines which good Acades then had loaded in casks on the boats, meaning on the Sicilian shore, and which the hero, meaning Acestes, had given to those departing Trojans. And Aeneas soothes their mournful, or their mourning souls with his words. And now we're going to see his very famous motivational speech to his troops, in which Aeneas is going to try to lift their spirits with his dictis, with his words. Vale.